How's the cookie? You wanna know? It's the Oreo Review Show.
Hello, friends, companions, snack cookie enthusiasts. I come to you now during this difficult time to address an even more difficult subject. I know you're stuck at home right now. You're bored. I am too. I haven't shaved in like an hour. Things look bleak. Things look dire. And they're going to try to tell you that what you shouldn't do during this time, this hour of our need, is politicize things. Well, I'm sorry, but things are getting political. As you're no doubt aware, there's been a lot of voting going on recently all over the country. And unfortunately, for people who want change and improvement and betterment for our society, those votes are not going the way we want them to. I'm referring, of course, to the Oreo What's Your Stuff competition. If you're living under a rock, I'll fill you in. The What's Your Stuff competition was a poll allowing the good citizens of this nation to vote for their favorite, their preferred amount of cream to be in an Oreo cookie. One of those voters would be randomly selected to win $100,000. Supposedly, that winner would receive an email around March 16th of this year. It's April now, and as far as I know, that hasn't happened. Suspicious. You also can't see the final poll results on their website any longer. Suspicious. As a refresher, the choices in this poll were Thins, Original, Double Stuff, Mega Stuff, and Most Stuff. All the stuffs. You all know that I have strong feelings about this. Those feelings being that Original is the perfect cookie to cream ratio. Anything above or below that is an abomination. Well, Oreo revealed via their Facebook page a couple of weeks ago that the winner of this contest was determined to be Most Stuff. Again, you can no longer see the exact results on their website, but in an email that they sent to me a few days before the poll closed, the results were as follows. Most Stuff in the lead, Thins second place, followed by Double Stuff, then Original, with Mega Stuff trailing at number 5. A lot of things about this are strange to me, the least of which not being that Most Stuff is the winner. Now, I've reviewed Most Stuff Oreos. I've eaten at least one, although it feels like hundreds in my lifetime. They're a bad thing to consume. They're a pit of despair that you put into your pit of despair. They are desperation. They are depression. Madness lies in those cookies. It's too much cream, to put it in simpler terms. It's simply too much. How it won, why it won, I don't know. But they did bring it back recently in honor of this thing, which seems, again, suspicious. Oh, the thing that has a limited time promotional offer right now happened to win your poll? Wow, weird coincidence. Am I accusing Nabisco of rigging these polls? Yes, in fact, I have proof that they did. Proof number 1. No one likes Mega Stuff. No one fucking likes it. No one wants to fucking eat it. Proof number 2. Thins in second place? It makes no sense. If we're assuming that these voters are depraved, sick, cream-loving fucks, then it would stand to reason that the poll results would go roughly in order of how much cream there is in a cookie. So I guess the conclusion that we have to draw from that is that there's a large contingent of people who love the cream, and then a separate contingent of people who are vehemently opposed to it. But then coming up behind the Thins in third place, Double Stuff. Original in fourth place is truly upsetting to me. I mean, that obviously should be number 1, but it's not even in the top 2? It's not even in the top 3? How about the fact that the email I received this news in had the subject line, Oreo Most Stuff, back by popular demand in all caps. And there's a big old picture of a big old cookie with a big old stack of cream that says, Oreo Most Stuff is the undisputed leader across America. I'd like to ask you, does it seem fair for the committee running this poll to play favorites? An unbiased organization would let the race run as it runs and follow it through whichever way it leads. But there's an obvious bias here. They're leading their email by saying, look, most stuff, check out most stuff. Most stuff is great. Meanwhile, regular Oreos are obviously the number one. Everyone loves them. But what do you think happens when someone looks at this promotional material and sees, oh, most stuff is winning. I don't want to be on the losing side here. Maybe I'll vote for most stuff. After all, more stuff, more fun, right? It's disgusting. And the illusion of a democratic process really breaks down when you find out that you're allowed to vote once a day. That's right, for the duration of this contest/poll/farce, participants were allowed to vote more than once. Every 24 hours, they could put in a new vote. It could be for something different. It could be for the same thing. This doesn't sound like any kind of a democratic voting process that I'm familiar with. You'd think that once the people heard about this, they would be up in arms, outraged at this clear miscarriage of justice. Let's go to the Facebook comments and see. Cherry Smith Martin says, my favorite is double stuffed. Oreo responds, we always like to see some double stuffed love. You don't even know what they're called. There's no F-E-D at the end. It's just double stuff. And Oreo, you should have corrected them. Don't play along. Don't patronize. Don't talk down at their level. Oh yeah, double stuffed. We love it too. Fuck you. Have some integrity. Austin Johnson will never get why a person would buy regular Oreos. Most stuff with 2 F's all the way. Lol. And Oreo chimes in, more stuff, more fun is what we always say. I'd be willing to bet that you've never said that. I don't think anyone in a Nabisco office anywhere in the world has ever uttered the phrase, more stuff, more fun. Brian Townsend, a man who misspells his own name, writes, love the most stuff. Please make a Oreo with even more cream. Oreo's social media team ponders, but what comes after most? It's diabetes. Patrick Aston writes, double stuff has that perfect ratio of cookie to cream. Diana Tamsin is disappointed for the wrong reasons. It still doesn't have enough cream. I just got one, and seriously, it wasn't much more than the others. Very disappointed. It wasn't much more than the others. It's so much more. Andrew Bowen is one of the few sensible people here. He writes, I feel like I'm one of the few people out of my friend group that prefers the cookie to the filling. Original Oreos, I feel, have a far better ratio. All the extra stuffed Oreos always taste overly sweet. Then he takes it a little too far. He says Oreo should make a cookie-only version to balance out all the extra stuffed version they have. I mean, that's insane. I don't prefer the cookie to the cream. I like them both equally, and I believe they have their own proper place as it is in the original. Still, at least there's some hope for society out there. Andrew, I invite you to become a fan of this show and to disregard your friend group for the rest of your life. They're most likely Nazis. Austin Fueler is asking the real hard questions. So, who won the Vote for Your Stuff contest? It hasn't been posted yet. I voted for the most stuff every day till March 15th. I hope it was me. An open admission of vote tampering. Oreo responds, the winner will be announced soon, Austin. Stay tuned. That was 2 weeks ago as of the time of this recording, and the winner hasn't been announced, and I'm sure Nabisco would like us all to just move on with our lives and forget about it. After all, we're in the midst of a global pandemic. Our minds should be on other things, right? Well, I'm not going to let you get away with it that easy. I'm going to put your stupid little feet to the stupid little fire that you created, Nabisco. This is your doing, and I won't let you forget about it. We deserve to know who the winner is, and we deserve to have a recount of those votes and to stop having you meddling and rigging your own goddamn elections. And to anyone who voted for most stuff, shame on you, voting against your own interests. The original Oreo is the only one of these bunch that is genuinely trying to make you happy. You really think most stuff wants you to succeed? You really think most stuff cares about your feelings? Most stuff voted for the Iraq War. Most stuff wants to bail out the rich and punish the bottom 99% of this country. Most stuff is most likely a molester/rapist, and you voted for him. So great job, America. You're really making this country work for you. Fuck you. Did you vote in the most stuff poll multiple times a day? Do you think maybe you're a winner? Talk to me in the comments section down below about how outraged you are. And if you're not, what's wrong with you? Like this video and subscribe to it so you get more updates about this, because I'm not going to let him forget it. And as I am stuck inside of my home for a long time, you know there's some more Oreo review content coming at you soon, classic style. I'm talking about reviews, baby, all kinds of products. The train ain't stopping anytime soon. Ring the bell. Thanks, guys, and eat the rich and fuck the police. Oreo!
How's the cookie? You wanna know? It's the Oreo Review Show.